Good morning, guys. It is 7 o'clock and it is pitch black outside. Leia has gone out and sits on the balcony, so it's pretty cold in here. That's why the scarf and stuff. I just wanted her to be able to do that in the morning. I have transferred the clips from the camera this morning, so I will be able to edit the video when I get home, because I have to leave for work like right now. So good morning, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I am home after 4 hours. It's been a rough day today. My painkillers decided that the pain in my lower back wasn't to be treated. I don't know how them really work. I think they kind of turn off certain pain receptors, but they can only turn off so much, and I realize that now when my painkillers really starting to kind of reduce, because it's soon time for me for a new batch of them. That I have a lot of pain in my body today, a lot of pain, and the lower back pain just wasn't touched today by the painkiller. So I've been going around, I've been having like these wheat pillows. I'm actually sitting on one, so that is going to go into the microwave soon. So it's like these wheat pillows. They are filled with wheat, and you put them in the microwave for 2.5 minutes, and then they're warm and nice. And I have one at work, and I've been using that to kind of warm up the back to make it a little bit less painful, but it doesn't work as much as it should. So yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm really tired, but that doesn't stop me. Now I'm gonna do the editing of my vlog from yesterday. That shouldn't take that long. Also should change my nail polish because it's starting to chip, and I hate having nail polish that start to chip. I got a new nail polish when I was, I think Friday, when I was at Moose. I got a new nail polish which is like this iridescent glitter one, which you put on top of your other ones. So I think I'm gonna go for a lighter teal, my Esse's, and then I'm gonna go with the glitter polish. I was looking for a gold and I didn't find it, so I'm gonna need to continue looking. It was picked in the displays. It was actually pretty much picked, so I think I'm gonna go in and look. Didn't do it then, but I can. There's more places at Moose that I can check, and then there's other places I can check. And that is Gizmo. You hear him? Yeah. I really don't know what he wants, but I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna get the nail polish off my nails at the same time. But yeah, I have a little tray here because I'm gonna fix my nails. You see, they are all yellowish, and this is because I'm using very dark polish. When I'm using lighter polish like this, it actually usually lightens up a little bit. So I am going to cover that ugly yellow tone with these. So my new nail polish is this Essie one, which is this really beautiful glittery one here. And then I'm gonna have that as the bottom, because I don't like to have my nails showing through, so I'm gonna have that as bottom. I'm gonna add this on top. This is the top. The top is top. This is, oh, I forgot one. This is my before treatment, and then I have one more of these, which is my base coat. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch some Bailey J and some other videos. Probably won't until that is finished, but I'm gonna watch some YouTube and fix my nails. So my nails are all colored. The glitter is very subtle, which I really like. It just shows up in certain lights, otherwise it's basically see-through. So I'm really happy that I actually put a polish underneath it, but I probably could have gone with a darker polish, and I'm gonna try that next time to have my dark teal in this. And with it not being, I thought the flakes would be much more white because it looks like it in the bottle, And by not being white, I might actually even be able to put this on something like my very dark chocolate or the black one for some glittery fun. But yeah, that's my nails. It is time for me to head to bed. I sort of made a card, not a full card. A couple of weeks ago, I colored some Christmas images, and it was one of those days when I've been sitting in the sofa for a very long time, and I just couldn't get to the craft table because I couldn't sit there for my back. So I had taken on my pens in here. I had watched a video from a girl who kind of, I think from Market Geek, I think it was Market Geek, who were doing polychromos art, and I was so inspired. So I colored up a couple of images, a couple of Make Your Craft images, and they've been lying here. I cut them out also, and they've been lying here for like weeks and weeks. So I decided to make a very quick, very small, it's a 3¼ by 3¼ card, just to showcase that image, and that card is going with the candy that I made a video about a couple of days ago, the Santa's porridge and cinnamon candy. I think the video is called Christmas Foam, because that's kind of the direct translation of the candy, but it was fun. So if you want to win the card and you want to win the candy, go to that video and comment in the comment section, and you are in to win for the candy. So far I think it's like two or three people that commented on the video, so there's still a big chance for you to win. And then for the rest of the day, I have been sort of working-ish, you can say. Basically, I came back to work and I went back to web development. Web development is something that I've done for a long time, and that is very kind of close to what I do. It's a big chunk of coding and then also a big chunk of creativity, so I thought that would be really, really cool. Go back, and being that I have such a strong base in coding, this is actually working out really good. However, when I started there, we had a whole other setup, and then I went to do something, and then I got back to the web, and then it was another setup, and now when I come back the third time, it's a third different setup. And this is a little bit more complex because this is a whole, I do understand how it's set up because I've worked with it when I worked with Java and Spring, but it is, it's still, I don't find the things I want to find. I think I got like one of these aha moments today. So I decided that for once I would basically start with the kind of what we call infrastructure, basically just setting up a project. It's a lot of packages that is going in and stuff like that. So I set up a project as you would and made it possible to run on my own computer, on my private computer, so not using anything of what is on my work computer. By doing that, I'm learning a lot about that way of setting up stuff. I have a whole other understanding about how it's set up and why it's set up as it is. Like I can code most codes. That's the kind of the talent, one of the big talents I have, if we put it under very nice bunny ears, is that I can read code and I can set myself in to understand that if this is what I'm gonna fix, I can fix it. But that doesn't always mean that I have the complete understanding of the full code at that moment. When you do it enough times, you get the knowledge, but I very quickly get put into that little part, and for me it's very nice to actually have the infrastructure knowledge behind this before I start getting too much into the code. So that was really, really fun. I wished I had more energy and that it would have gone faster to actually set up everything so that I could have tried out coding a little bit. I have a couple of like hobby projects. They are very, very small things. It's all about automating how I do my blog posts. You know, that I have this little code part on every blog post. I have like every pen that you can use, every code I use for this specific project, and that part is right now it's just text, and I have to write it every time by hand, everything. And I thought I would kind of automate it, and at the same time when automating it, making everything links so that you actually can click on the pens and get to either a page where you can buy that specific pen, or if you can't buy them per pen, a page where you could buy the packages, something like that, because I kind of want to make that a little bit easier for people. And therefore I wanted to make like a little page that I can do this. So the idea is to start having it for me just in my computer, and maybe in the future put it on a server and be able to be configurable and work for anyone, basically. So that's the kind of idea that I'm working with. It's mostly just because I think it's fun. So that took up all day, and we've been watching some telly in the background, so I haven't been like focused. I was focused for about an hour, and then Christopher got home. I have done a couple of stitches on the duck, but I didn't feel it. I'm tired, and I was achy and bitchy, and so it was very good to just disconnect and do something else. And the kiddies have been very demanding today. Leia has been talking like crazy, but she also got a lot of playing in. Hopefully we can play more. And my battery died in my camera, so I had more clips, but no, they weren't completed. But yeah, that has been my day. Tomorrow a friend of mine is getting here. I haven't seen her since her kind of wedding party, so it's gonna be awesome to see her. I'm longing. I'm thinking it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, right now I'm gonna head to bed, so good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye!